How y'all doing out there? This is Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Now, you see the topic of the video. I got to go in on this. This is something that came across my mind last night. And now, was just thinking about Floyd Mayweather, what he's brought to the sport, his skills. First, let me say this. Before anybody get upset about what I'm finna go in on and what I'm finna say. I love to watch Floyd Mayweather fight. All right. This man is one of the most talented boxers I have ever seen in my life. He's one of the greatest hands down as far as fighting. I'm not saying he's the best ever. In my opinion, no, he is not. But in his fight ability and his skills, Floyd Mayweather is one of the best boxers I have ever seen. Now, what brought this to my attention, I've noticed throughout the years in boxing, you've seen, a lot of big name boxers. You've seen Ali, especially black fighters. You see Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, many more that have made millions in the sport of boxing. And I thought about this. Why is it that Floyd Mayweather is the highest paid boxer ever? Why is it just him? I understand that time has changed, it's went from the 60s, 70s to now. Money has gotten bigger. Back then $1,000 in the 70s was a lot of money. Right now $1,000 is like $100. So understand that the money has changed in time, but he become this mega close to $1 billion boxer. And in my opinion, I believe that Floyd Mayweather cooned his way to his millions. I believe that he was bought, that they paid him to actually go out there and act and portray himself as an arrogant black man, a flashy black man, a black man that acted ignorant to get his millions. And the reason I believe this is because all the boxers of the past, black fighters, who we know had the same ability as Floyd, who could fight just like Floyd, never got to his statue, never got them millions, never got close to them billions like Floyd did. Why is that? In my opinion, Floyd took the opportunity that everybody else didn't take. And that was to coon your way into being a billionaire. Now, a lot of people may come across and say, hey, that's just Floyd's personality. He like to be flashy. He like to do this. He like to do that. Okay, that's all good and well. And I'm not hating on the man money. It's all good that he can take care of everybody in his house and his family. I'm happy for that. But at the same time, how is it that he just made it to there and nobody else did? Sugar Ray Leonard, Muhammad Ali, because these people, in my opinion, were not willing to go out there and coon. They weren't willing to go out there and play the stereotypical black fighter or black man that they wanted to portray. Because we all know that even in movies, rap, any other form of entertainment, the black man is portrayed as ignorant, thug dressing, jewelry, flashing, making ignorant comments, being arrogant, flamboyant, whichever way you want to put it in that nature. But I believe Floyd Mayweather took that role and he was paid handsomely for it. No hate. No talking about it. I'm a fan of Floyd Mayweather fighting ability. I love to watch Floyd fight. I've set up plenty of nights and just watch this man in amazement of how he can fight in that ring. So I'm not knocking his talent. I'm not knocking him down in any way. But Floyd Mayweather took the role of the stereotypical black man as a fighter to get paid. It's not because of timing. It's not because of pay-per-view. It's not because of any of that. Floyd took that role. He became the stereotype. And he was paid for it. He cooned his way to the bank. Throughout the years, we done seen him. Bugattis, this, that, and that. And one thing people don't understand about Floyd is not from Las Vegas. All right, if I ain't mistaken, Floyd ain't even mistaken. Floyd is from Grand Rapids. What has Floyd done for Grand Rapids? You see him feeding the homeless in Las Vegas. He's not from Las Vegas. He wasn't sharing sugar sandwiches in Las Vegas. He wasn't eating bologna sandwiches probably, if he was even living that type of lifestyle as a youngin. Because I keep telling people, Floyd had talent since he was a child. Floyd was bought and paid for and subsidized since he was a little kid from his talent. People knew that Floyd was going to be where he's at. So all this poor stuff, if you go back and you watch film about Floyd, go back in the 90s and see how he was dressing. Cross-color clothes. For those who are youngins out here, cross-color clothes, you wasn't wearing that unless your mom and them sold dope or something. And I'm just being real with you. Gold jewelry on. Floyd was wearing this in the 90s. So money was coming from somewhere. You see what I'm saying? True enough, Roger was a boxer. Dad was a boxer. Dad got in the dope. X colors. If you was wearing that, your mom and them sold something. That was like Levi's or what Tommy Hilfiger is right now back in the 90s. If you was wearing them clothes, you wasn't poor. You was probably poor because you was in the hood, but y'all had some bread. Floyd was wearing that back then. You see what I'm saying? Floyd was wearing that type of stuff back then. You could go back and check film. You could watch Floyd Mayweather documentaries, all that. You will see he was wearing cross-color clothing. And like, what's the name of it? He said, X color clothing. He hasn't been back to rank. I'm not sure. Let me say that first. I don't know if he really has been back to Grand Rapids. But you a $500 million dude. Flint went through a water crisis. Did you hear about Floyd sending any money to Flint? What if I told y'all that these people, when they get them big contracts, that they are told not to go and help people, especially black people? What if I told you that? You think I was lying? Do I think he just business savvy? No. It's not about being business savvy. Let me tell you something. I got business plans in my head right now. Right now, I want a car wash. I could run one just as good as any manager you know. But it takes money. Floyd couldn't become business savvy without the money. Floyd had to get the money first, and he took the opportunity to get the money by becoming that what? Stereotypical black man. I got drive. Don't sit up and just think because I got this channel, I'm just a guy with no ambition. Trust me, I done been broke a long time. I got $1 million gems in my head. I'm telling you, I could run a car wash. That's my dream, to own one, a hood car wash. Buy houses, rent them out for rooms, flip cars, buy cars, sell cars. I got a lot of things I could do, bro. I just don't have the money. Don't get it twisted. Trust me, I'm trying to find ways to come out of this, but it takes money. People could say Floyd is business savvy. Floyd ain't that business savvy as everybody think. He ain't that business savvy as Floyd as he tells the public right now. No, he's not. He has a team of people that help him. Al Heyman is one. Even when him and 50 Cent was finna come together and make their promotional company, why you think he didn't want to leave Al Heyman? Because he know Al Heyman is the man that made him rich. Al Heyman is the man that got him close to $1 billion. Why would he leave Al Heyman? See, an independent person can leave anybody. Let's get that understood. I'm going to say that again. An independent person can leave anybody. He didn't leave Al Heyman when him and 50 Cent could have joined forces and he could have got richer on his own. He stayed with Al Heyman. Why? Because he needed Al Heyman. How much do I need? Bro, if I was to see $40,000, I promise you I'd never go broke again a day in my life. $40,000. And that ain't even much, bro. I'd never go broke again a day in my life. Man, all of them are a part of it. All of them are some way tied into it. Masonic, in the brotherhood. Man, please. Bro, you know how much I make off this channel? I make $100 every 3 months off this channel. $100 every 3 months. Well, just because you don't speak about black people in a negative way doesn't mean that you're still riding with them. You know, you've seen politicians, you've seen, people in higher places than Floyd Mayweather, not talk about black people, but yet have never helped black people. People have to understand fundraisers and charities do not exist. That's a scam. People don't understand that. There's no such thing as a fundraiser or a charity. Growing up poor, did you ever see the March of Dimes come by anybody, anything? And I know if you in my age range, everybody know about the March of Dimes. Had you come to school giving up a quarter, everybody in your class. Has that ever contributed to anywhere that you know of? No. It's a scam. Any fundraiser you see, whether it's for an illness or anything, is a scam. But it's just a question I just wanted to ask the public. 'Cause I know a lot of people gonna be mad. A lot of people, especially in these days and times, a lot of people are, idol worshipers. They worship the money. Whoever got the money, you can't say nothing bad about them. You say something bad about them, you have to be hating on them. You can't have an opinion against somebody who has money. But I was just thinking about this, and I said, Muhammad Ali was one of the biggest boxers ever. Known worldwide. Just like Floyd is now. But this was back then. Muhammad Ali wasn't no close to no billionaire fighter. But Muhammad Ali didn't play the role of the black stereotypical fighter. Back to what I was saying, Muhammad Ali didn't play the role of the black stereotypical fighter. Muhammad Ali played a black man with sense, knowledgeable, went against the powers that be. Even though, I hate to say this, but to let people know, Muhammad Ali was nothing more than a character too. He was in the brotherhood as well, just to let you know that, but he didn't take the role to be the stereotype of a black man. I will give him credit for that. At least he had enough decency not to do that. But Floyd is the one. Even Sugar Ray Leonard skipped over it. He didn't want it. All the other greats before Floyd, they didn't want to take it. But who was the one that stood up and said, you know what, to get where I want to be, to become a $500 million fighter, or close to $1 billion, he right there by it. Probably at 900 million right now. If that's what I gotta do to get there, I'll play that role. I'll flash the money. I'll act ignorant. You see what I'm saying? And to those who gonna get on here and gonna get mad and gonna say, well, I'm hating on Floyd. What has Floyd done for you? He don't owe you nothing. But what has Floyd done for you? Nothing. So before you get all in your feelings and get your panties in a bunch over somebody who don't even know you, this is just my opinion. Floyd ain't not, he from Grand Rapids, Michigan. I ain't heard of a Floyd Mayweather community center. I ain't heard Floyd through a block party. I ain't heard Floyd Mayweather came back through a parade, walked around Grand Rapids. Nothing. But I keep telling y'all that's because they are not allowed to do that. They ain't allowed to come back and help those that they know. Black people. If they do that, they'll be stripped of their money. That's when they'll get their bank account seized. They can't go into nothing. They can't get nothing. I'm telling y'all, they have them contracts telling them you cannot help your own people. If we catch, why you think, and I hate to turn this video into something like that, but I have to go into it to let people understand. Why do you think black people with money spend money in Africa on schools and other places instead of coming home back to the hood where they grew up at, eating bologna sandwiches, watching the other friends grow up poor, come back and spreading that money out, showing love? Because they can't. Ain't nobody on this earth that selfish or evil that they wouldn't go back and remember that old lady who fed them when their mama went, or when their mama was at work, who washed them. The old dude who used to get them money. Nobody is that selfish. They are not allowed to help you. Them little tax write-offs, when you see T.I. and them in the little Walmarts giving away gifts, them tax write-offs, they ain't giving nobody nothing. To help somebody, let's get this understood. To help somebody changes somebody's life for days. For days. That's helping. I told y'all I seen Manny Pacquiao go to the Philippines. These people still living in huts, praising Manny Pacquiao, and he passing out bags of rice that they could eat in one night. But they living in huts, and it's a multi-millionaire y'all praising. Y'all can't say, Manny, please build some apartments. Something with a real roof over our head. Do you see now? Canelo didn't have to be arrogant, flashy, act ignorant to become the highest paid boxer right now. Manny Pacquiao didn't have to do that to become one of the highest paid athletes right now. He didn't have to be flashy, ignorant, become a stereotype. Neither one of them. Floyd took that spot, and he took it happily and proudly. This ain't no hate. Shout out to you, all that money. Send me some money, Floyd. But you know you took that role to become Forbes' #1 highest paid athlete ever. And you can't deny that. No one can deny that. And nobody can deny that. LeBron by opening up a school. Did you just listen to what I just said? LeBron will get tax write-offs for that school. Pass out money. I could go, if I was a millionaire, I'd go build a school right now where I'm from. They're going to feed some children. Huh? I'm talking about at nighttime when they go home, not from 8 to 3. They're going to feed them. They're going to get their mama a car so she can go get her a better job. They got a stepdad, a real dad to help them out so they can he can get to work so they can maintain. No, pass out money. Don't nobody need no foundations, no charities. Charities don't do nothing for. Why do people have to even explain this to people? What charity have you ever seen helped anybody? Gave something to somebody? The Oprah Foundation, all these foundations they have, they don't give nothing to nobody. Pass out checks. Go door to door. Where you from? Get out your Lambo, get out your Bentley, walk around through that old neighborhood that used to be poor in, when you was hungry in, and you know other people out there now doing the same thing you was going through. Go door to door. You pass out money, bro. Ain't no fundraising, ain't no, y'all don't know who that money go to. Charities. Who that money go to? What was built behind that charity? Go back, everybody watching this, go back and list every charity you ever donated to. And go back and find where that money went. And see, did it go to anybody? Did it help anybody? See. It's a scam. Yeah, he still got time to do something, but time don't wait for no man. Oh, let me go back to Sherman Tillett. Oh, he didn't basically say nothing but LeBron opened up a school, this, that, and other. But as in boxing, when we talking about boxing, Floyd took that role. Floyd said, hey, if this is what they want, if I'm going to get paid, then I'm going to go out there and I'm going to play the role of the arrogant, flashy black fighter. But see, this is how they treat you with it. And it just came in my head too. This is how they treat you with it. They came out and put it in the form of Floyd being his own boss, his own man. So that's why a lot of people look at it and say, oh, Floyd didn't coon his way to his millions. He became a boss and became who he was. No, that's not what happened. Floyd took a game plan, and his game plan, it had Coonin in it. When Floyd got the money, then he started putting money in other places, making himself comfortable. But he would have never got that if he wouldn't have took that role on. Oh, he just young, fly, flashy, he arrogant. No other boxer from any other nationality ever had to act like that to get their money. You don't see Canelo buying $18 watches, Bugattis. You didn't see Oscar De La Hoya. They put it in the form of don't nobody like an arrogant black man. And that's true. That does sell as well, but that's why you portrayed it. That's why you got up there and played that image, the coon image. Because they know that the public would have paid to see a black fighter as cocky and as arrogant as Floyd Mayweather lose. It's a smart business plan. I mean, don't get it twisted. It's a smart business plan, but you have to understand that he took that role. That's why he is the highest paid. It is genius, but it's a price. It's a price behind it. And the price was to give an image upon your people. To give an image upon your people. To keep letting the world think that, oh, when a black man gets some money, the first thing he gonna buy is jewelry, cars, clothes. Yes, and we probably is because we ain't never had nothing. We ain't never had nothing. They try to say that as if it's wrong or you ignorant for going and get the things that you never had in your life. How is that wrong? I don't care if you get $15,000 tomorrow. Spend it how you want to spend it. If you ain't never had nothing, how you gonna know what to do with something? Yeah, he cooled straight to the bank for Zaddy. But a lot of people go, I wouldn't, Toby. I wouldn't fall down the same hole. Because I understand this. Everything that's meant for you is meant for you. If it was meant for me to be a millionaire, I'd be a millionaire. I'm not the type of person that will change my demeanor, my character as a man. Ain't no price on me, knowing one day I'm going to leave this earth. Now, if I live forever, if I was immortal, maybe that would change. But knowing that I'm going to leave one day, and when I leave, that a dollar ain't going to be in my pocket, a car ain't going to be in there with me, a house ain't going to be in there with me, ain't enough money in the world. I never demean myself for a dollar bill, bro. I done left several jobs because of the fact that I would not allow people to step on me, bro. So ain't no way in hell there's a price somebody could pay me. I know you probably think like, easy, you BSing right now. Because, bro, I promise you, I need more money than you can dream of. But ain't no price on me, bro. Ain't no price. If I got to go and do something that's out of my character that I don't want to do, I'm not doing it. I'm poor too. I'm super poor. You can put a cape on me. I can fly around. I can fly around here right now. But bro, I done went through it for 36 years. I done been poor, broke, whatever. Another 36. I can go another 36 for somebody think they could take or make me do something I'm not. No. Just certain. Money is everything, but money ain't everything, bro. You gonna die one day. At least have you some morals and some principles about yourself, man. Because you can't put that money in the ground. But everybody can still remember what you did for that money. There ain't a dollar sign on your man. And then, you want to go into, as far as when you go into it with Floyd, you have to think about this too. Floyd and them be on that homosexual shit too. Floyd and them mess around with them boys too. In my opinion, him and 50 Cent was going together. In my opinion. Now, y'all gonna think I'm crazy for saying that, but go back and think about that picture with Tank and Adrian Bronner when they was hugging each other close behind each other. What two men argue and have beef like that? I'm talking about Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent. What men have beefs like that? Exposing secrets about each other, mad at each other. Men don't do that. Men don't do that. So when people want to keep posting this Illuminati and all that, fuck that Illuminati. Ain't nobody talking about that. It's deeper than that. That's just the blindfold you. Got nothing to do with no Illuminati. This about brotherhood. And in that, they do everything to get that cash. Well, that's you, Chad. You live your life how you live it, Chad. I ain't got nothing against nobody who do it. But we ain't doing that. Thank you, Miss Shaw. Thank you. What's up, Fred? Look, it's about the brotherhood, bro. It's about being Masons. It's other levels. I ain't talking about that Mason who stayed across the street from you. I'm not talking about that type of Mason. I'm talking about higher level, brotherhood, sisterhood, Eastern Stars. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what he worships. I just know that he took that role on. So while everybody who sit there and talk, Floyd did, Floyd a millionaire, Floyd did something that everybody else didn't want to do to get that money like that. All of them are in entertainment, bro. Even boxers. Why you think you be seeing all these rappers bring them out? They hang with rappers. They all in on the same shit. It's entertainment. And then not only when Floyd took the role of that and became a success, when he could have passed the torch, when he could have sent the torch on to another black fighter and made him a star, who did he say will be his predecessor? A Mexican fighter. You see, he said that a Mexican fighter will be his predecessor. Instead of him naming anybody that was out there who could have been legitimate at that time, he chose to call out a Mexican fighter to take his torch. Now, there ain't no racism on this channel. There ain't no racist talk on this channel. But knowing where you come from, knowing that if you truly and really struggle, not saying that you're supposed to do it, not saying that you obligated to do it, but when you pass on that torch to somebody you knew 9 times out of 10 grew up poor just like you, do you think that right now if they ask Canelo Alvarez, who's the next guy in line for your position, do you think he would say Terrence Crawford? Or do you think he would say Ryan Garcia? I think he would say Ryan Garcia. Do you think Canelo Alvarez would say Terrence Crawford? No, not Terrence Crawford. Devin Haney or Ryan Garcia? I think Canelo would say Ryan Garcia. Not being racist, just going for your folks, uplifting your people, putting somebody else in your spot. But when Floyd got the opportunity, let me get him off here, y'all. When Floyd got the opportunity, he did different. And so you have to understand this. Y'all, I don't know. New phone acting up, man. New phone acting up. Yeah. But that was basically all I had to really talk about on this, live. Just crossed my head. I was cleaning up and it came to me and I was like, man, this is something people got to talk about. Sorry again. This is something, yeah, I know that. I know. Because I don't know why my phone do this or why I had to go through this. My phone keep acting up. My phone be doing crazy stuff. At the end of the day, I ain't worried though. Now, I already know. I make a video, I don't put no cursing in it. I've tried, if anybody who watched my channel from the beginning, I got a lot of my subscribers from me actually acting like myself. But I know now that I can't even curse, I can't do this, I can't do that. If I do, I can't get monetized. And it be stuff I can make a boxing video and they try not to monetize. Yeah. But that's how I go. If I was on here and I was broadcasting ignorant stuff, I was telling you to go out here and, I was talking about street stuff, ignorant stuff all the time, fight videos, thotting, twerking, things of that nature. Then, my phone will never cut off. I'll go viral every video. But because I choose to get on here and speak my opinion, my phone messes up, you know, things like that. Things like that. But what y'all feel about this video? Do y'all think that Floyd cooned his way to the top? Do y'all feel that I'm wrong? Do you could have an opinion. You could say that, hey, you know, you have a different opinion of how Floyd got there. But you have to look at it from my point of view too. There are plenty of other boxers that was just as talented as Floyd that never got to his spot. Did it again. That never got to his spot, y'all. That never got to his spot. Could fight just as good as him and all. We see one fighter that's black come out of nowhere. Didn't come out of nowhere. I ain't just saying like just showed up and appeared out of nowhere. I'm talking about and just become this stereotypical black man as a fighter. And all of a sudden he blows up to be the highest paid athlete in the world. And people cannot believe that he was paid to be that stereotype. You can't believe that he said, okay, I'll do it. Even if they didn't do it, I'll do it. If that's what it takes, I'll do it. You know, Floyd, he always like to tell the public, you know, my mother was on crack. My father went to prison. Let me tell you this. If Floyd mama was on crack and he was wearing gold chains and cross-color clothing, then she must have had a lot of money. Because if you was smoking crack and you dressed like Floyd and you see what his cousin was wearing outside, his mama, she didn't smoke his clothes money, his jewelry money. I tell you that. She ain't smoked that up. If you was that sharp back then, and anybody who watching this channel, you know how it was in the 90s. You know what, you seen somebody in a certain pair of clothes, you know, oh, they got some money, or they doing okay. You know, now he wanted, you know, try to pass the torch and say Canelo gonna be the next one. Yes, sir. Now Tank, he want to say his predecessor. Tank ain't gonna be able to do it. Tank ain't gonna be able to do it. You want to know why Tank ain't gonna be? Tank gonna lose. And I'm telling y'all this right now. Tank is between a rock and a hard place right now. Tank gonna lose. I'm telling y'all. I already know Ryan Garcia. I gotta make a video on that too later on about him and Ryan Garcia and the Devin Haney situation. But Tank gonna lose. Tank ain't gonna be the Floyd Mayweather hype. Because this is what's gonna either happen with Tank. Tank gonna either lose by actually stepping up, or either he ain't gonna step up and Floyd Mayweather and them gonna keep ducking with him, and people gonna become uninterested in Tank. Watch what I tell you. There's no way Tank is not supposed to fight the names that we know, the Fortunas, the Campbells, the Haneys, Lopez's, Comays, Gary Russell Jr., Santa Cruz, all these people that want to fight him. And Garcia. and he ain't fighting. Now they gonna give y'all Santa Cruz. You know, I'm just telling y'all, he ain't got nowhere to run, and he gonna get beat. Dream Chaser, you right. Damn, I don't want to say this, man, because if I say this, people gonna look at me crazy. This is how I know they all be involved in it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson' girlfriend is a trainer, y'all. Look at that girl. Look at that girl. Look at that face. This how I know they all involved in it, y'all. I don't even be wanting to say this stuff because people be thinking I'm crazy, but I'm telling y'all, I just seen Tank with some suspect training lookers. I'm just telling the truth. I can't get it to you no other way. This ain't no hate. I don't hate on nobody. I just tell the truth. Damn, I got to let y'all know this too. Miss Jackson, who Floyd used to go with, was a trainer. Yeah. Look good, don't it? Remember Floyd was telling y'all he paid for all them surgeries? Remember Floyd told y'all he paid for all them surgeries for Miss Jackson? Natural women don't need surgeries, bro. A natural woman don't even need a lot of makeup. That's what people don't understand. Makeup wasn't made for women. It was made for men that wanted to look like a woman. You ain't got to believe me. I don't give a damn you do you don't. I'm just telling you. People need to wake up. Yeah, so they make you wonder what? Nelly? Yeah. Yeah. Your favorite celebrity? Yeah. To the ladies, that nigga that you dream about, if you see him, you will holler and fall to the floor. You'll leave your man and go to the hotel room with him just because of who he is. Yeah. He a fun boy. He a fun boy. Yep. Mm-hmm. People are, I gotta say this too though. I've learned something. Everything throughout your life that you did that you thought was the shit or living your life was an illusion. It's an illusion. All them times your life when you thought you was in the club and you was living it up, or you with this nigga, or you with this female and you was popping bottles, and it was an illusion, man. Because when you get older, this how you know it was illusion. Because when you get older, you sit down. So you got to think about all them years you was running around wasting, thinking you was living, and you wasn't. You was just doing shit. That's basically all you was just doing shit. Because when you get older, you understand life better and you see what's more important and you sit down. So that means until you sit down, you was playing. You was wasting your time. I think a lot, Miss Shaw. I'm a Virgo anyway, so I be in my head a lot. You feel me? I be in my head a lot. Plus, I got to come back with this video. Because I know when I come back with this one, the next video I'm finna come back with, if I got a new phone, so I still got 77%. Matter of fact, I'm gonna walk to the store and we gonna talk about this. You understand me? Because since I got to talk. Yeah, I got to talk, man. I'm like this, y'all. If I don't let it out me, I feel like I ain't no man. If I can't say how I feel like that ain't being a man. If I got something in me that I feel need to be said, I ain't no man if I can't say it. That just, I don't know. And I talk from out my stomach, the pit of my fucking stomach. But we finna be back. I'm finna come back with another video. And when y'all see this title, everybody gonna come in on this title. Do you hear me? Everybody's gonna come in on this title. Because this is a question we of me and friends have sit up, my enlightened brothers who I sit around sometimes when we discuss this. This is a topic that people go in on and they can't get enough of. So I'm finna cut this video off and then I'm finna come right back on with this other video. And it's for all my people who watch my channel. All right. So y'all stay tuned. I'm finna come right back on. Y'all finna walk with me. You know what I'm saying? We finna do our thing. It's Easy Work Boxing. I'm out.